The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. Get involved with Access Fort Wayne and make your own television programming. Call 421-1250 to find out more.
This is the storehouse. Looks like, let's go on in and see what it looks like inside. Just welcome, come on in.
So they would bring their bucket of water and they would pour it in here, and then you have a little faucet to spigot to turn, and kids would bring their own cup from home, or sometimes one per family, and so you could get a drink of water without getting everybody else's germs. So that's the drinking fountain. Do you know what a bathroom is? Called an outhouse. That's sort of like a porta potty, kind of. But there was outside. There was a building outside that we had to go to go to the bathroom. So we had the cafeteria, was just your own lunch pail. This was the heating. There's the drinking fountain, and the lights could have been electric lights, but they could have also have been kerosene or oil lamps. These presidents' pictures were in every country school. Can you tell me who they are? And which presidents were they? Very good. You get an A+ for history today. So, and these pictures on the wall could have been, they're very common. I don't know what the lights are wearing. Can you see what this is? Signing of the Declaration of Independence, yes. And can you tell what this is? Oh, we have a great history student. Good job. And you know, with this, over here we have the pilgrims going to church. So,
Sauder, you just learned about the pilgrims.
oh,
Over at Vanderloop.
right there, over there, Pilgrims going to church, you see that? And this building was built in 1898 for $687. And the person who donated the land was later paid $25 for it. It was located along the northern border of Ohio, close to Michigan, north of Archbold. But they moved, Ohio Teachers, the Archbold Teacher Association had it, or made arrangements for it to be moved here.
Yeah, that other house was moved. Like, I'm surprised
It
they
was.
were able to move, have the ability to do that back then.
Well, that's,
I mean,
to move them here?
yeah, just to move, I don't know, to have the equipment or whatever to move a building.
Well,
a house.
yeah, it's been more recent that they moved it. I mean, it hasn't been, I mean, it wasn't 100 years ago that was when it was.
But didn't she say that they moved that house up closer to the road? You had it moved?
Yeah.
That could be, because they have moved buildings to different locations here. As they,
Yeah, I think she meant the person that lived there, wanted it closer to the road, and then later Sauder acquired it or whatever.
Oh.
That's what I understood it as.
Yeah, when they move those buildings, they have to make arrangements for the power lines to get moved and
Yeah.
all kinds of things. Do you have any questions?
Horse? No. Towns? Hello, towns. And this is a little old place. Hello. Hands. Hello. Hello. Anybody else well? There's something about just what it is. Hello. Trying to see where you are. Oh, it's a bunny. What's going on in here?
Sure, we're doing patty pan squash. We're gonna dry it. It's gonna go out in the dryer outside. And
Awesome.
we'll use it for soups and stew.
Pretty neat.
This is the Grimm homestead. This was the home of the Grimm family. 3 generations over the years. And it was originally built in 1860 by Henry Grimm. And then in around 1910, his 4th son bought the house from him. And he would have moved it back here. It would have originally been built more up towards the circle. And he wanted a basement, so he dug a basement, moved it back here.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, so this is the summer chicken here?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I wanted to light up this coal stove in the summertime because you would have been very warm.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And she has a kerosene stove and a mobile oven back there. That's
Oh.
what she would have cooked and baked on.
Oh, neat.
You're welcome to go on whenever you're ready. If you don't have any questions.
Thank you.
And this is the dining room. This is where you would have spent the majority of your time. In the wintertime, your heat source would have came from the coal burning stove in the basement. So you would have wanted to stay in this room in the wintertime to be warm. You would have had the crank Victrola to listen to music on the record player. AM radio would have given you some news, baseball games, some cooking shows. And of course, that's your telephone for listening, for talking to your neighbors. Would have been a party line, so you would have had 8 to 10 people on a line, so you would have had your own ringtone to let you know that it was your phone call coming in. Okay? And then Gus and Amelia's bedroom is in here. There was no indoor plumbing, so there's their bedrooms, and then Ethel's room was the second room. She was their only daughter, so they had gotten some information, some boys from the Toledo orphanage to come stay with them to help run the farm.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I'll let you walk around if you have any questions, and I'll let it answer.
Oh, that's what neat. And this is probably like the front room in here?
Yeah, this is called the parlor, yes. This room would have only been used like when the priest came to visit, or if you had a wedding and this would be the room you would have it in. And there was no funeral homes back then, so when somebody passed away, this is where you would have that as well.
Oh,
So,
that's pretty neat.
yeah. So then, when you're done in this room, you'll head down through and exit through the basement. Keep in mind, there was no indoor plumbing,
Right.
so there's a bathtub down there. There's the Delco battery system. How she had to wash her laundry, and all her canning stuff is down there.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You enjoy the rest of
Oh,
your
I will. So down this way?
Yeah. Just watch your head, because it does have a low ceiling.
Okay.
And enjoy the rest of your
Oh,
day.
I will. Oh. Seems like this way. That's pretty neat. That was a neat. Oh, I missed that milk thing almost. Oh well. I don't think that's. What's right? Oh wow, this is neat. Oh, look at that.
There's pegs in that one also. So now I can show you how that comes apart.
Look how
When I
easy, and
hand
when
it
you
to
hand
you,
it, they fall
you
over.
set a peg. Now there's only one way to get all the pegs out. Yep. Just pick it up.
Thank you for showing us all the tricks.
Oh,
That
sure.
is amazing.
That's what it's all for. All to have fun. Fucking chicken. So, good job.
Yeah, I was playing with that earlier. You do that. Keeps going until it's got marble.
I don't fire my wood burning foam that often, so it's always kind of an event when I fire my wood kiln. So, like I said, hopefully to do it sometime this fall yet. I hope to do it this last spring.
Yeah.
Spring turned into summer, and then it was like 80, 90 degrees, and I wasn't going to fire it when it was that hot, so
Right.
kind of put things off, and now it's a little cooler, and so it'll be a little bit nicer to, it'll be a little nicer to fire.
You guys see the pattern showing up? We only been doing it for a couple of years. Probably once you get going, it just starts to flow natural.
Yeah.
Doesn't roll over on the hot spot. You got expanded stainless steel in there, so there's little niches for it to sit in. 941 degrees. So.
What are you making there?
I am making another rainbow zigzag ball. Actually, I'm making the pattern on the top of it. A little open spot and some crud from the tooling of the last one I've got to get rid of.
Here's the blues.
About 24. So now I teach people, and we even have a junior historian program. And when they're 12 years old, they can start helping out in the shops and stuff. And so hi there.
Hello. What are you making?
I'm making a broom. This one's gonna be a regular broom. So this is putting the shoulders on it. So we have to trim this off so it doesn't stick out of my broom. And so then we'll finish that.
And then we can make all kinds of brooms. So see all the different styles and sizes.
Oh, wow, that's neat.
And it all comes from broom corn. So there's a plant stalk up there in the ceiling that will grow 10, 12 feet tall. And the top is what you make your broom out of.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yep. So now my shoulders, I can fold this over. And that's what make it start looking more and more like a broom. See how wild that gets?
Oh, yeah.
And so then we'll fold those over. And then that will turn into my broom. So yeah. So if you leave the seeds on it, then you get the decorative brooms. So if you've been out to the Pioneer Settlement area yet, there's 2 rows of broom corn growing out there. Okay. And that's what we'll use for our decorative brooms. Okay, there we go. We'll get those stuck in there. Alrighty. And then we'll chop off the top. Whoops. And then I can put the outside layer on here. And so then we'll clean this part up. Okay. So.
4 times today?
What are you making?
Oh, this is my cabinet shop. I made a walking stick today. I just pretty much demonstrate stuff in here. I made this on this thing. It's called a shaving horse. It's called a Schnitzelbank in German. I use this to strip the bark off of there. What they used to use this for, make axe handles, tongues for wagons, little hammer handles. And what this really does, it's just a big clamp. See, I can take this piece of wood out of there, I stick it in there, and I step on that with my foot, that locks that in there so it won't come out.
Oh.
So the way I shape my wood, I use these things called a draw knife. And you just that's how you shape your wood to make a handle or something out of it. Get that lock in there better. So eventually I'll be able to hang on to it like that and make a handle. Get that lock in that. So that's how that works.
Awesome, thank you.
You're very welcome. I'll take any electricity. That's a little grinding stone right there. So you pedal that like a bicycle. That's how I keep all my tools nice and sharp.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Caution. Nothing. Can you? What the heck?
In the garden. You know that one?
This is what we call a pump organ.
Okay.
It's over 150 years old.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's the organ. It's an old church organ, actually. And it does have a really good sound to it. A little about the building. It's an old school building. Built in 1850. It was used as a school for 30 years. And then in 1880, when they replaced it with a new building, this one was sold. And 13 families bought it, and they used it to start St. Mark's Lutheran Church.
How about that?
And they used it for 15 years. By 1895, they had decided to replace it with a new, larger brick building. And they were located 8 miles south of here in Defiance County. When they built the new church, this building was moved to the back of the property, and they continued to use it from 1895 to 1963 as what they called summer school. Older boys and girls had Bible classes for 8 weeks here in the summer. And then when it was no longer being used, it was sold, moved to a farm, and used as a tool shed for a number of years.
Okay.
And in order for Mr. Sauder to get the building for his village, he had to build a man a new tool shed to replace it. What he got was just the empty building. The furnishings have come from other churches in the area that no longer had a use for them. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them for you.
Now, this just reminds me of the little Methodist church that I attended from the time I was about 5 years old. So that was 75 years ago.
Okay.
And it brings back old memories.
Old memories, yeah. We don't have church services in here, but we do have weddings occasionally.
Okay.
And I have people come in and say, well, we were married in this building. And sometimes where it was in Wasion, and sometimes here. So.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you for spending the time
You're
to come
welcome.
here
Thanks
and
for
share.
coming in.
Yes. You don't have it open all the time. I mean, during open hours.
We're open all the time.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know if you were trying to run out.
Well, I was going to take a 10-minute break, but I was thinking, hey, there's no hurry.
I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, all the buildings, there's a couple, I think, out there that maybe are not open, but I don't know for sure. Because I only work in here, in these buildings.
Okay, the tin shop was closed a while ago.
I think he, I think he's
he
here
or she
today.
is back because I saw it through the.
I was going to say, I saw it this morning, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to cycle back there, but.
I wonder,
Thank you.
I think there's only maybe 2 people that work in there, and sometimes maybe the building is closed. But he's here today.
Well, the sign said they'd be back at 2:10, and it was about 2:09.
Well, I think he goes really late for lunch for some reason.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
We have staggered lunch periods. We have designated lunch periods. So, one goes for a half hour, and the next one goes for so.
I see.
So by the time he gets to Tony, he's probably about 2 o'clock. So.
Yes, and you probably donate your time here, don't you?
No, we're employed.
Oh, you are? Okay. Okay.
There are a few volunteers, but most of the people are employed.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I know a lot of people think we're volunteers, but we're not. We have to at least pay for our gas.
Yeah.
It just keeps going up and up and up. So.
Yes, right. Well, I'm gonna.
This is actually my first time here.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you got going on in here?
Well, it's just printing.
Oh.
Okay, so an old print shop here, old letterpress, where everything's got to be set by hand, 1 letter at a time. What you can do on your computer and printer, is a big difference.
Right.
It takes you a lot shorter time than me.
Right. I agree on that.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, you taking a lot of pictures?
Oh, yeah, I am
Good.
for sure. My first time here.
Good.
I've seen you guys' posts before, and I was
Yeah.
like, I want to go there some.
Pulling 1 letter at a time.
Right.
It's time consuming.
Oh, yeah.
Are you with the homeschooling group? or-
No.
No?
I'm on the bus tour.
Oh, okay. All right. Stay out of trouble.
Try to.
School bus is here, so look around, look around, look around. The school bus is here, so look around. Picking up kids around here for the school year. So make sure you think, slow down for the blink. When the sign goes out, don't move about. Please stop your heart.
This message is brought to you by the City of Burnsville. For more information about traffic laws and bus safety, please visit www.burnsville.org/traffic.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Sauder Village is Ohio's largest living history destination, whose mission is to provide experiences rich in history, hospitality, creativity, and fun. Our core purpose is to honor the past and inspire the future within the authentic setting of the Living History Village and Museum opened by our founder, Erie J. Sauder, in 1976.
It's very important to try to preserve that history. Let's not forget, if somebody don't preserve the physical history of the Black Swamp, it's going to be lost forever. You can put all this history in books, and it will never talk like the tangible history will. And that's why we've got this history here, the Farm and Craft Village.
"It's amazing what you can do when you don't know it can't be done," is a memorable quote of Erie's. His passion and desire to preserve the heritage of our ancestors is what drove him to open Sauder Village. Erie wanted to tell the stories of where we came from and who we are. He was compelled to pass on the lessons and values that are the foundation of our community, so we will never forget that we all drink from wells we didn't dig. The Sauder Village staff is comprised of more than 400 employees, as well as 400 adult and over 100 youth volunteers who create a welcoming, family-friendly environment where people can have fun making memories together. Proceeds from the retail and hospitality areas, along with admissions, memberships, and donations, contribute to the financial support for our 501c3 organization. The Living History Village is a permanent educational resource that preserves the cultural heritage of the Great Black Swamp from 1803 through 1920, using authentic buildings, artifacts, farms, and gardens in a unique walk-through-time experience. Sauder Village makes history relevant by featuring costumed educators and artisans who personally engage you in the stories and activities of Ohio's ancestors. No need to be a history buff, but as you're immersed in these experiences, you will be moved by the spirit of hard work, perseverance, innovation, and community of those who came before us. The impact of what we do? An educational resource offering authentic activities and personal interactions rooted in the entrepreneurial spirit of Ohio's ancestors so that we never forget the efforts of those that came before us. More than 75 historic structures and 50,000 artifacts providing the setting for the meaningful stories, demonstrations, and educational programs that inspire nearly 80,000 guests each season. During our 6-month season, more than 18,000 of our visitors are school children from over 300 schools and youth organizations throughout the tri-state region. These students benefit from the educational experiences that simply cannot be duplicated in textbooks. Sauder Village inspires creativity through working craftspeople who uphold the value of making quality, tangible items by hand. Demonstrations in basket making, broom making, fiber wood, and glass through talented artisans and craftsmen blending skill and creativity.
If my dad, Erie Sauder, could see this place as it is now, he would be very pleased, because this is what he envisioned.
The real world is slipping away from people, and when they come to the Sauder Village, they see real world. They see artists and craftsmen working with real things and making real things.
Well, in today's world, life goes by at just lightning speed. You know, everything's digitized, everything's virtual. When people come here, they don't have a virtual experience, they have an authentic experience. You know, they have a real experience with real people, real life, every man's stories, you know, just our history from ages past.
So more than ever, I think this village has a mission and an opportunity to give people reality.
I hope that the guests that come here, whether they're young or whether they're old, will have an experience that will impact them now and into the future.
Lock them tummy in. This is number 30. What?
one of these, and then you wrap it around to keep it in place. And whenever you were healed up, then you're gonna return this back to him so he could use it on someone else.
What did he wrap it around with?
If what?
What did he wrap it around with?
Probably like gauze, or maybe just a piece of cloth, something around it to hold it in place. Yes.
Or maybe a long bandage.
Yes. He would have had a long bandage he could wrap around it. So.
And that's a mixture there with those two pieces in it right there.
Yes.
And,
This is a picture of Dr. McGuffin in his car. And if you notice, we have a picture here of a lady with a mask on. And if you look out in the waiting room part, there's a picture with a bunch of people that have masks on. And one of them has a sign around their neck. You have to see what that sign says.
what is his typewriter for?
He might have to type up some notes.
Oh, just his.
He would have done his own office work, his own records. If you, whenever you came in, you would get your name put here in this little part there, and that would be how much you owed him. He would keep a record of it. And then if whatever you brought in to pay him with, he would scratch so much off of what you owed. So you might even go, if you had a broken bone, he might even come to your house and set it for you. And that usually ran around $10. So,
What is this one? Is this his bathroom?
that was his trash can.
What kind of doctor office was this?
It was Dr. McGuffin.
Oh.
He did everything.
Oh, everything. Wow.
Surgery, whatever needed to be done for you, he would do it. He delivered babies. So.
What minute? Horse boring, 50 cents a day. Wow, see how cheap things were back then? This is the old gas station. Wow, neat, neat, neat. Oh.
It's all, they call it a survivor. Yeah. Howdy.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing fine. About you?
Good.
What do you guys get in this building?
This what?
What do you guys do in this building?
This is the 1926 Ford Model A.
Oh.
One of the very first of the Model A's. That one over there is a 1914 Model T. And they made a lot of improvements between that one and this one. This has electric start and electric lights and crank up windows, and that one over there has no windows, a crank start, and the lanterns in front and back close to the cab there are kerosene, and the two headlights up there are gas.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on in. Yeah, yeah.
This is the old fire station.
originally located downtown Stryker, Ohio. They closed in 1977 when they sold out. And then we inherited the furnishings and the fixtures from that store.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I see what this is. I wonder what this is. Hello.
Hello there, welcome.
What is this building?
This is the grocery store, and you're welcome to take all the pictures you like.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, real nice.
It is.
Playing a movie theater or something? What's going on in here? Come inside. Can you find some more available? Ice cream, domestic
We did have a schedule when we could pick up people at the other station, but we don't pick up over there.
What did they do with
The virus. We had to swap down everything, and there's stuff in there that would been
too much to swap?
And last year we swabbed down after every trip. We swabbed down every seat.
Well, then maybe.
This year we don't have to pay. Well, and the engineer is worrying because his wife contracted the disease, even though she's had her shots. But she's got the disease for this week. Then come on in with that, go all the way around in the back and wherever.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
And this is a real train station.
Oh.
It's 120 years old.
120 years old. Wow.
Twice. When they built it, it was up about 2.5 miles north and a little bit west of here in the town of Elmira.
Oh.
And then when they first moved it, they brought it down here and they set it up on the other side of the entrance building because we had a train over there. And this was all pasture or farmland. Well, then when they started building this 1920s, brought it out here, we had to do away with that train. There's some safety issues that had to be, well, this building sat there, okay, it's a train station, but there's no train around. Well, they had the train tracks out here, there's another station, actually 2 other stations. So when they started building the downtown section, okay, let's move the station out here. So it got moved again. And both times they left it intact. They didn't take the door, windows, or anything inside out. Although this time, those are not the original benches. It was over there, they did have.
This is an older boot. I'm not going to get time to pick. state bank. Let's go into the state bank and see what's up in here.
You have this little book that you can carry around with you all the time. And it tells you exactly how much money you have in the bank. Because you come in and deposit money, then you hand this to the teller and he writes in how much, the date, how much money you deposited, and he adds it up for you, figures any interest that you might have earned over the last year or 6 months or whatever. And then you can always look in this little book and see just exactly how much money you have in the bank.
Now, is that the only record that they would have?
No, they have.
The banks
it's all-
keep
yeah.
track too.
The account books are back there on the accountant's desk.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a Burroughs adding machine. Did you see the Burroughs adding machine? Okay. If you look through the door around there or through one of the windows, you'll see a Burroughs adding machine.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a calculator. Think you can carry that to school? Put that in your backpack. So the teller can punch in the date and time, the account number, and the transaction. And then it's recorded or it's printed onto a slip of paper. If you look over here, you can see the roll of paper in the back of it. And it prints on there. So then when he gets a long enough strip, he'll tear that off and hand it to the accountants or put it in the accountant's table. Then we don't have any way of printing into the account books. So they have to handwrite it in. Okay. So they would handwrite in all the transactions and everything for the day.
Also with a daily record. Okay.
So
you have to be very meticulous.
yes, yeah, and it has to be cross-checked and everything to make sure it's right. Yeah, we open the doors at 10 o'clock in the morning. We get here at 8. Open the doors at 10 o'clock in the morning. It takes time to get everything ready.
Yeah.
Then we close the door at 4:30. And so then we have to balance the books. So until the books balance, we don't leave. So it depends on how well we balance the books, how well things work out. So it's possible we could be here till midnight if we have to find that one penny.
So you just make sure you do it right the first time.
Yes. Yes. So once everything is balanced, then we will take all the money. There's a little safe back here that's with daily deposits. We'll take all that money out, all the paper slips, all the account books go into the vault. Then that's locked up, and it doesn't open up again until in the morning.
What are those big books back there?
Those big books, those are the account books that have all the information about all the money that people take in, bring in, or take out.
Now, will they have money like how the Briggs trucks go every week to each branch? Would they?
Well, there were no branches at that time.
Okay, so they have enough cash on hand usually.
Yes. Yeah. I used to know what the percentage was that every bank has to keep by regulation today, has to keep on hand a certain percentage of their total deposits.
Okay.
And so, and also if we're making a really big withdrawal, they might want to know a little ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or if you're making a really big deposit too, for that matter, they might want to know a little bit ahead of time so that they can adjust the books and so on, get things squared away. If you are needing, say, $20,000 in 1928, it's going to take us a little while to round that $20,000 up.
Now, where would they get that? When you say round up $20,000, where or would that?
Well, that money's kept in the vault.
Oh, okay. All at that location.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rest of the money that's deposited, we can lend out to people.
Okay.
That's lent out, so it's not really here. So if you have an account of, say, $50,000, and you want to withdraw 20,000 of it, that money might not be here. It might be lent out. And so it takes us a little time to pull that together. So you give us a few days to pull that money together. And then we put it in your account.